All right, welcome in, everybody. In today's class, we will be completing our series. Um, as y'all know, I said that I was going to be starting a series where I will be actually creating a digital business planner for myself to use, right? So that is what we're going to be going over today. I will be excuse me. So I will be actually going over how we're going to create this digital planner together. So like I said, I will be doing this for myself. I will be creating this one for myself. So y'all going to get to see the full process in the series. In the first part of the series, we actually created the cover, as y'all can see, right? So this is the cover that we were able to get in the first part of the series where we went over creating the cover. So in this part of the series, we're just going to be going over pretty much creating the planner pages, how we're going to get those done, how we're going to match the side part of the planner as well as the tabs here, how we're going to match that with the actual planner studio. So we use the Altiair cover studio to actually create the cover, right? Welcome in, April. April, we got some updates, love. I know you was ready. You was ready for the updates. And I said I was going to try to release it by next month. Well, girly, we're releasing it today. We're releasing it today. So I'm not sure if you're still in here, but or if you were just passing by. But yeah. Heck yeah. Yay. But so we're doing a series, right? So I don't think you was on the last time, but we're doing a series where I'm creating a business digital planner for my business. Welcome in, DTP and Mari. Thank you for the follow, love. So we're doing a series where I'm creating a business digital planner for myself to use. And I will actually show y'all this once I upload it on my iPad, once it's finished. But it's not going to be done all on one live, obviously. It's going to be in increments. We're going to do it. But this is just the series that we're going to be doing. We did the first part, the cover. We did that on the first part of the series. So now we're going to actually start doing the interior pages. So the cover was done with the Altiair cover studio, right? As we know. And then the planner pages is going to be completed with the Altiair planner studio, right? So that is where we're going to be getting into today. That's what I need, the inside. Okay, so yeah, you're on the right live then, because today we're going to be going over the inside. So we're going to be going over the inside. I believe, I don't know, depends on how much time. I'm trying to be on live for this live, maybe an hour and 30 minutes or so. Trying not to do 2 hours because I usually do like three hours. Okay, sometimes. But for this live, I'm going to try to keep it a little shorter, maybe hour 30 minutes, something 40, hour 40, something like that. Try not to be too long and drawn out. But I'm planning on, if we have enough time, I'm planning on going over these pages. And then on the next series, we'll go over the top pages, right? So we need to have all of our pages done before we link up everything. I'm going to be going over that in another part of the series. I don't think we're going to get to that part today because, it's going to take some time. So I want to do it in sections, right? So I do feel like we're going to just go over this right here, do these pages. So we're going to do it yearly, and we're going to do from June to December. I feel like we're going to do that part on the live. And then the next series, the next live, we'll do this page, these right here. And I should be going live again sometime today. So we might finish these up today. So we might finish all of these today. I'm not sure. We'll just see how it goes. Just play it by ear and see how it goes, right? Thank you for the follow, love. Perfect. My notebooks and pens are ready. All right. Okay. I'm glad to hear that. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and good afternoon, Marquet. I'm going to go ahead and start getting into it here. Again, for those of you that's just coming in, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be creating a digital planner, right? So we're going to be creating a digital planner. Now, in the first part of the series, we went ahead and created the cover. So that's how we got this. We used the Altiair cover studio to get this, to create this. So that is how we created the cover. Now, the next part of the series is going to be the inside of the actual planner. So we're going to start creating the interior pages, right, of the planner. And then once we have the interior pages, it probably won't be in this live, but once we have the interior pages done and we have all of our pages done, the next step would be to actually start upscaling all of our images. Then after we upscale, it's going to be to then link our digital planners, and then we'll have the full final product, and then I can show y'all on my iPad. Okay, so that is that. Another thing I was thinking about doing, probably not this live, but the next live, is I was going to do a raffle for one of the studios. I couldn't decide which one I'm going to do yet, but I was going to do a raffle for Father's Day. I was going to do a raffle up until Father's Day. And then on Father's Day, we would choose a winner. For those of you that don't yet have the software, I was thinking about doing a raffle, and I decided that I was going to do it. I just have to decide on which one I'm going to give away for the raffle. So I'll figure that out. And then once I do, I'll probably come back on the next live today and talk about that and set that up, because I don't have it set up yet because I haven't decided yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting into it. So as you can see here, when we did the cover on the first series, we have on this right tab, we have the yearly, we have June, July, all the way down to December, right? So that means we're going to have some monthly layouts and we're going to have some yearly. And then up here, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is custom, right? If you ever been on ETSY, you know that they have some digital planners where they have custom tabs as well. So pretty much you would click here and you could add any template or any layout that you would like here. So these are just custom tabs. And then I have a custom notes section. So that means we're going to have one for notes. I have one for social medias so I can track my following. And this is going to be my vision board tab. That's why it has a little eye there. And then this home is going to be the index tab, right? So that is the layout that we're going for, right? So on this live, we're going to work on this side, right? For this live. And then when I go live again later on tonight, we'll probably work on this side. It's a fly in here. Oh, my goodness. That's going to aggravate me. But anyways, so right now we're going to work on this section. Okay, so that is what we're going to work on right now. So let's jump into it. Okay, so for this the first tab I see that we're going to work on is the yearly tab. Right, so we're going to work on the yearly tab. So let's do the yearly layout first. And let's see what we can do for that. Thank you for the follow, love. Okay, so hold on, y'all. Okay, let's come back over here. Before I get into that, let me go over some updates that I released. My girl April's in here. I know she's been waiting on this update. So finally, the publishing studio is released. The Altiair publishing studio has been released, right? So now you are able to go ahead and purchase and get the upscales as well as the create your digital planner. So whenever y'all ready for that, that one will be monthly, but the studios will be a one-time purchase. So yeah, so I did want to show that. So let me go to the actual here. And then let me go to the home page. So if I scroll down here, as you can see, it's actually available now. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, there it go. I didn't refresh. Okay, here it is. So as you can see, if you click here, and these are the ones, right? You can take your time to look at that, right? And we also added another feature for coloring books where you can actually you can do it either or. So for the color studio, as you know, is one time, but we added another feature now where you can, upload your own, like say if you wanted to do a personal photo of yourself, or if you wanted to do a personal photo of yourself and you wanted to make that a coloring book, or if you wanted to do one of someone else and make that a coloring book. So we have that, but that is a premium feature of the Color Studio. So you can either get a bundle separately or down here with a one-time, which is not monthly, right? It's just separately. You just get this separately, or you can get one of these plans that is included with the upscaling, the hyperlink PDF, and it also includes the coloring pages as well. So as you can see, this plan includes 10 coloring pages for this plan. This one includes 50. This one includes 200. So it just depends on what you want. So if you don't want it to be the plan, you can get it separately by itself as well. Okay, so that is the option. That is the update I wanted to go over as well. And then if you scroll down here, you can also see that as well here. So this is going to be for the upscaling as well as the actual linking your digital planners and your also to create the final output of your digital coloring books. So this is what this will be for. Okay, so we'll get into that in another live. It won't be on this live, but I just wanted to point that out, that is the update. We have released it. I know people was waiting on it. So we have released it for those of you that are interested. Okay. So now let's get back into it. So let me pull back up the cover here. So we're going to work on, let me see, should I do the yearly or the monthly first? We'll see when I get there. We'll see. Okay, but first I'm going to go to the Cover Studio and hopefully I saved it. I think I did save it. So let me sign in really quickly here. Give me one moment. Let me sign in. Okay, I'm in. So now let me see if I saved it so I can have my hex codes and everything for my color. So let me see here. I think I did save it. Hopefully I did. Okay, I did. So this is another feature for those of you that already have the Cover Studio, the Color Studio, as well as the Planner Studio. You can save and load your selections. So this was one that I did when we created the cover together on live. So when we created this cover right here, when we created this cover in the Cover Studio for the digital planner, right? When we created this, I saved it. I saved all of the selections here. And right, you can do that by putting a name here, whatever you want to name it, and then click Save Generation, and it will save it to the bottom of your studio. So that is how you do that. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to click Load over here. Right here, Load. Okay. Yes, so if you save it, it will update it. So if you save it, it will update it. So as you can see, it wasn't there before, but now you see I click load and it loaded it. You see all of my selections have loaded that I selected before. All of them are there that I selected before. Every last one of them that I selected is there now. Okay, so these was all of the ones that I selected is there. So I mainly did this for the main selections, like the hex codes and everything like that, which is right here. So this is what I really wanted for the hex codes. Okay, so that is what I did it for. If you notice, this is the update. If y'all notice any glitches or anything, excuse me, let me know so I can then go back and, work on it and fix it. But so far, everything is working as I put it. Is showing the hex codes and everything like that. So that is working. It seems like to me great. But like I said, if y'all have any issues, just let me know. Okay, so we're going to need this hex code right here. So I'm going to leave this pulled up. I'm just going to open up another tab right here. So I'm going to duplicate this tab. And then I'm going to go back to the studios here. I'm going to go back to the studios and I'm going to go back to the Planner Studio. And I'm going to open the Planner Studio. Okay, now we're on the Planner Studio. So now I got to decide if I want to do the yearly or the planning. And I think I'm going to do the yearly first. So let's do the yearly. So I'm going to do under the planner type, I'm going to do yearly planning. And then for the template type, let me scroll down, to yearly. And I have to decide which yearly one do I want, which kind of yearly template do I want So I could try multiple and play with it and see which one I like better, because I like the idea of a yearly vision board, and then I like the idea of annual calendar single page. I don't really know which one I want exactly yet. I haven't made up my mind yet, so we're gonna do both, and then I'm gonna see which one I'm gonna choose. Okay, so I'm gonna do annual calendar single page first, and I'm gonna see which one that I actually want. Okay, so that is what we're gonna do. Now for the actual size, I believe I chose iPad portrait. Let me go back really quick. Yes, I did. I chose iPad digital planners for the cover studio. All right, so for the cover, I'm going to go back and I'm going to put the same thing because you want the dimensions to match. So for the page format and style, I'm going to do single page portrait because that's the type of planner I'm doing. So I'm going to do single page portrait, okay? And for the planner format and style, you see here, I'm going to do hyperlink planner mode because I'm planning on hyperlinking this at the end. So I'm going to do hyperlink planner modes. You can also do good notes or any of these if you would like. If you're doing print, select this one. But yeah, okay. Now the layouts, the columns. I'm going to leave this at auto, right? I'm going to leave it at auto, but you can have a certain amount of columns if you would like for your layout, for your pages. If you like a certain amount of columns for your planner page, you can select that right there. I'm going to keep that at auto for me. Now for the coils, I do want my coils to actually match. As you can see right here, I want everything to match here. I want everything to match. So these are my coils right here. So I do want my coils to match. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the planner studio, right? I'm going to come to the planner studio, and under coils and binding style, I'm going to find the option that says match. Y'all can't see it, can y'all? Match from the Altiair cover studio. So that is the option I'm going to choose, right? I'm going to choose that option. Okay, so boom, I have that. So now the next step we're going to do is you're going to need to describe exactly what it looks like to the Altiair Planner Studio so that the Altiair Planner Studio can know and it can help you to get exactly that. So how I'm going to describe it is I'm not going to describe it myself because at the end of the day, AI can describe stuff way better than we can. So I'm going to use the help of AI to describe it to me, and I'm going to feed it back to the Altiair Planner Studio so that the Altiair Planner Studio can know exactly what my coils look like and exactly what I want for my planner pages. So what I'm going to do is that same cover, right, that we got from when we did it the first live, when we created the cover, right, the same cover right here that we created on the first live for our digital planner, because I'm creating this for my business planners that I'm creating for myself to actually use for myself. So the first, this is what we created. So this is the actual coils right here. This part right here is the actual coils. So I do want to keep that part, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. I'm going to go to chat. I'm going to upload my image that I got for the cover from the Altiair Cover Studio. I'm going to upload that image that we got from the Cover Studio, right? I'm going to upload that. Give me 1 second here. So I'm going to upload that. And then I'm going to ask chat to describe the left side of my coils exactly for me, right? In detail, right? So that's what I'm going to do, okay? So that it can describe it for me in detail and I can upload it to the Altiair Planner Studio, okay? So it's going to describe the coils that I got from the Altiair Cover Studio, right? It's going to describe it for me. And then I'm going to upload it to the Altiair Planner Studio so that I can make sure that my coils and everything match up for my planner. Okay, so I'm going to click this right here because I don't believe in just typing all of this stuff out. I like to talk to chat. You can do whichever one you will please, but I'm going to talk. Hey chat, so I need you to describe to me the left side coils of my planner cover. I need you to describe to me that in detail. And I also would like the other little section on the left side that has the little, like, it looks like it's going into another page, all of that. So I need you to describe that to me in details and make sure that the coils and everything is described into detail and great detail. And then I'm going to send it to chat. This is the prompt. If y'all need it, y'all can screenshot. 1, 2, 3. All right, y'all should have it. I'm going to send it. Then chat is going to describe to me in detail, right? It's going to describe to me. As you can see, it's describing it right now. Okay, so I'm going to copy all of this, right? I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come back to the Altiair Planner Studio. And oops, that's the cover studio. Let me go back to the Planner Studio. Make sure y'all paying attention to the top, what it says, because they all have the same color. So make sure y'all paying attention to what it says so that you won't get confused if you have both pulled up. Okay, so I'm going to paste that for my coils, and then I'm going to go to the next step. Okay, so the next step is the layout style. So this is going to be for a yearly overview type of vibe. This is going to be for a yearly layout. Let me see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down to custom layout under the layout styles, and I'm going to put yearly layout. I don't really have an idea of what I want. I'm torn between two. I'm torn between a yearly type of vision board type of style, and then I'm torn between a regular yearly calendar view. So I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. I might do both and see which one I like better, and then go with whichever one I like better. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, so for right now, I'm going to just type in yearly layout, because I don't know which one. I'm just typing yearly layout to keep it broad. And I'm going to click add. And as you can see, it has added it here. Now for the aesthetic that I would like, I want like a minimal feminine type of vibe. I'm going to go with feminine. And for the color palette, I'm going to actually put in a custom color palette. So I'm going to scroll down here under color palette. I'm going to scroll down to custom hex codes. Right, I'm going to scroll down to custom hex codes, and then under custom hex codes right here, the first one. Now we do have these certain ones that you can put. If you wanted a certain background color, you would put background hex, and then you would fill it out. You would put text hex, and you would fill it out. But we're not going to need to do that for this example. We're going to just use one section, and we're going to paste all of the hex codes. Okay, so we're going to grab the actual hex codes from the cover studio that we created our cover with. So we use the Altiair cover studio to create this cover for our digital planner, right? So we're going to go back to the color studio to grab the hex codes that we had for that, right? Hey love, welcome in Lady Grace. So I'm using a software that I created. The two softwares that I'm using is the Altiair cover studio, which is what I use to create this planner cover right here. Right, that is what I used to create this. And now I'm creating the actual planner pages with inside of the digital planner, and I'm using the Altiair Planner Studio for that. Okay, if you would like to know how to get access, just let me know and I'll give it to you. But okay, so now we're gonna copy that. Thank you, love. We're gonna copy that from the actual from the cover studio. So right now we're in the planner studio. I'm going to switch over. As you can see here, I'm switching over to the cover studio, and I'm going to copy this hex code that we had from our cover, right? I'm going to copy it. Okay. I'm going to copy it. Welcome in, Joe's Creations. Hey girlie, so we're working on building out my business planner. It's the series that remember I was telling you about. So that is what we're doing today. We're actually building out the interior pages. I think I'm going to start working on, hey girlie, I think I'm going to just do this section on this live. And then when I go live again tonight, I might do the top section, right? So that is what we're doing. I think I'm going to just do this section on this live. And then I'm going to do this section. So once we have all of the pages, then we can go over linking it up and all of that type of stuff. But right now we're just going over actually, you know, creating the pages, because you have to have the pages before you can start linking it, right? So, okay, so I'm going to copy this. I'm going to bring it back to the Planner Studio. And then right here, I'm going to paste the whole entire thing. So I'm going to paste it. Boom. Whole entire thing right there. Okay. Please send the... So are you saying that you want me to show you how to get access, NTS? Is that what you're saying, love? I'm sorry. I'm not really understanding. Is that what you're asking me? Yes. Okay. For those of you that want to get access, if you want to get access while I'm here on this live, you're going to click my face right here. It's going to pop up again. You're going to click it again. Give me 1 second here. Let me pull it up on my other phone. Sorry, y'all. I'm pulling it up on my other phone. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm doing this with one hand and all of this. Okay. Again, you're going to click my face, right? If you want access, you're going to click my face. You're going to click it again, right? And then you're going to be brought to my profile, right? My TT profile, okay? Then you're going to click right here. This is the cover studio by itself, right? Which is the one that actually created this cover right here, as well as more covers. But this is one of the covers it created, right? And then I have multiple students that send me their work of covers that it created as well. And then what we're in right now is the Planner Studio. This is it by itself. And this is it, the bundle. So this is the Planner Studio and the Cover Studio together as a bundle. And it's discounted slightly if you get the bundle than if you get it by itself. And this is the Color Studio, which we haven't gone over that in this live. Well, but this is it by itself. We do have a deal with Klarna. And after PAY, Klarna, you can get it for $0 down today. Right? You can get it for $0 down today for 30 days. And then after that, it's $21 and some change a month. So yeah, so with Klarna, let me pull that up for you really quick so you can see. Give me 1 second. Okay, so Klarna, as you can see, $0 due today, and then the lowest one right here is $21.68. So you can try to see if you have access to Klarna if you want to get the bundle, and you can do it that way. So that is how you're going to get access if you're interested in getting access to it while we're on this live or in general. That is how you're going to get access. Okay, let me fix this really quick. Okay. All right. So now that we copied the actual hex codes over here from the Cover Studio to the Planner Studio, so now we have the same matching codes, right? So everything can be coordinated and look the way it's supposed to look, right? So now this is the custom palette. We're going to disregard this for this because we don't need this for this, but you could add colors here, and then you can apply it to the actual palette, which will apply it to the actual prompt itself, or you can save it for later. And if you save it for later, if you scroll down, it will be saved to your palettes right here. So that is the options for that, but we don't need to do this for this example. So I'm going to disregard that. Now, these are the actual tabs, right? These are the tabs, right? So what is tabs? These are the tabs right here. Okay, so these are tabs. And if I show you, let me go to my Google Drive really quick. If I show you my actual tabs or pages that I created with the Planner Studio before, I can show you what those look like with the actual tabs. Oh, wait, wrong one. I went to the wrong folder. Hold on. Let me go to the planner pages. Okay, so this is the last one that we did on live. As you can see, this is the planner pages, right? And these are the tabs, okay? So these are the tabs. So you can do that within the Planner Studio, okay? But for this example, since I want to match my tabs exactly, from the actual actual cover that I got from the Altiair cover studio. I want my tabs to match exactly. I don't want any different tabs. I want it to be flush and I want it to match. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Now, you have the option to just add the other tabs if you would like, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do so that I can make sure that my tabs are matching. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to disregard this because I don't need this section because I want my tabs to match. So I'm going to just click no tabs. You're going to have tabs, don't worry, but just click no tabs for this. Just believe me, you're going to click no tabs. Okay, so that's going to automatically turn this off. So you're not going to have to select that. So you're going to scroll down. And then as you can see right here, custom tabs, it's going to turn this off. You're going to disregard that. You don't need that when you're trying to match the tabs exactly. Now you're going to see right here, it says match cover tabs from Altiair Cover Studio. This is where you're going to pay attention to if you want to match the tabs exactly. So you're going to click right here and you're going to go to yes, match the cover tabs exactly. Then it's going to bring down this box right here. It's going to bring down this box right here where you're going to have to describe the tabs to Altiair Planner Studio so that it can match your tabs exactly. So what you're going to do is you're not going to describe it yourself. You're going to get help from AI. You're going to go to chat, and the same chat that you've been in, going through back and forth, the same chat that you asked about the coils, the same chat where you've been that you asked about the coils, the same chat where you've been. Sorry, y'all, my mom's calling. She's probably going to try to call me again. I'm just going to have to tell her I'm on live. But the same chat that you've been working on from the beginning. So chat no, from the beginning. So chat no. Sorry about that. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Just want to make sure y'all can hear me before I continue. Because I did just have a call come in. So if y'all can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Somebody please put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Joe. Okay. So what we're going to do, thank you, Tired Cat. Thank you, Megan. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Okay, thank you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back to that same chat that we've been in, right? With the chat, we're going to come back, right? We're going to come back to it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click here. We're going to upload our same cover image that we had, that we got from the Altiair Cover Studio. We're going to upload that same one, right? So I'm going to scroll down here so I can upload it. I'm going to go ahead and upload that, right? And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to ask it to describe it so that we can give it to the Altiair Planner Studio and it can create it for us. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click this dictation right here. Hey chat, can you please describe to me these tabs, all tabs, in detail? Okay, I'm going to send it. And then I'm going to wait for the description from chat. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to figure out where his stopped at. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to copy all of this. Okay, and then I'm going to come back to the Planner Studio and I'm going to paste it. All right, so this is a yearly layout that we're doing. This is a yearly layout. So for my date type, I do want a dated planner. So I'm going to do dated. And for my week start, what is the regular one? Sunday? Yeah, okay, I thought so. So I'm going to do a Sunday week start. For the month, I'm going to leave it blank because this is a yearly page. But for the year, I'm going to put 2026. Okay. And then for the month and year header, I'm going to leave this off. Well, I'm going to leave it on because I want each one to have it. So hopefully it does each one and not just at the top. So I'm going to leave it on. And let me see. Do I want any of these? I don't think I want any of these for the yearly layout. I was going to do notes, but okay, yeah, I might do notes. Let's do notes. And I think I'm going to leave the rest of this blank for the yearly layout. You can also add a custom section here if you would like. I'm going to leave that off. Now for my accents, I kind of want to match the vibe of my cover. So let me see what we're giving on the cover. So we're giving floral, a little bit of floral. We're giving, let me see, WM, yes. We're giving, let me see, what else do I want to, no, we're not. No, we're definitely not giving that for sure. Definitely not giving that. I'm going to go ahead and get you out of here. Thank you. Definitely not giving that. Sorry about that, y'all. Had to go ahead and get whoever that was out of here. Okay. Now, let me see. What do I want my pages to give? I do love watercolor. Thank you, Joe. I do love watercolor. I do love roses. Do I want to do... I definitely want some washi tape. But do I want that on my yearly layout, though? I'm not going to do washi tape on the yearly. I'll probably do that on the monthly. I'm going to do watercolor. I'm going to do watercolor florals. And I think that's it for right now. I'm going to leave that for the yearly. We don't need too much. We don't need too much. Okay, so now the box style, I'm going to do auto because, again, this is a yearly layout. So it's not really like a calendar box. So I don't really need to worry about that. So I'm going to leave that on auto. For the divider style, I could do thin. But I'm going to leave this at auto. I'm going to leave it at auto. But if you want to, like, this is like what is going to divide your sections. Do you want like a thick line or thin line, a dotted line, a dashed line, right? I'm going to just leave mine at auto. For my writing area, for the yearly layout, I do want a balanced writing area for the yearly layout. So I'm going to do balance. Now for the extra notes here, you can add any extra notes that you would like when it comes to when it actually comes to your actual planner layout. For that, I'm going to leave it how it is. I'm not going to add anything. I'm going to click generate prompt. As you can see, my prompt has been generated. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to copy my prompt. Okay, so this is my prompt. I'm going to copy it. Right, and then I'm going to go back to chat in the same actual chat that we've been in. So chat knows what's going on. I'm going to keep it in the same one. And I'm going to paste my prompt, right, for my actual yearly page. I'm going to paste my prompt and I'm going to click right here. And I'm going to click create image. And then I'm going to send it. Right. So then it's going to actually start working on my yearly layout that I gave it. And now I might do 2 yearly ones, guys, just to see what I like better. Because I'm making this for myself. So I'm actually going to be using this for myself. So I still can't decide if I want to do the yearly layout regular or do I want to do like a vision board type of yearly layout. So, yeah. So I might do another yearly one while we're waiting on this. So I think I'm going to do that. So let me go back to the planner studio. This is the cover. Well, let's go to the planner. Okay. So I'm going to keep everything the same on the planner studio. I'm not going to change anything except for the layout. Okay. So everything that we just went over, I'm going to keep it the same for the planner studio. I'm just going to change the layout, okay? Just the layout, okay? So we're gonna keep it the same. As you can see, I'm keeping everything the same, everything the same, everything the same. I'm just gonna scroll up here, and where you see planner type, it says yearly, and where you see template type, I have annual, calendar, single page. So this is the one we just did. So now I'm gonna click here, and I'm gonna scroll down, and instead of doing that one, now I want to test out yearly vision board, right? I'm going to test out yearly vision board because I can't decide which one I want. So I'm going to actually put it into planes, and it just sent me a notification letting me know that our actual yearly layout is done. So we're going to check that out in just a few. But before we do that, I'm going to change this to yearly vision board, and I'm going to generate the prompt for this one. And then we're going to see which one we like best, and we're going to use that one as the final one. So I'm going to click generate prompt again. We're just changing that one thing. Generate prompt again. Then I'm going to go back to the top. I'm going to copy that prompt again. Thank you for the follow. I'm going to copy that prompt. Thank you for the likes. Can y'all tap the screen and get me to 10K likes, please? Can y'all tap the screen and get me to 10K likes? If we get to 10K likes, I'll show y'all how y'all can get access to my live recordings. So if you want the recording of this live, get me to 10K likes, and I will show y'all how y'all can get the recording of this live. Okay? So if y'all would like the recording of this live, get me to 10K likes. Thank all of y'all that are actually tapping the screen. Thank y'all. Okay. So now I have that copied. Let me copy it again just to make sure. Okay, I have that copied. So now we're going to have a yearly regular layout, right? And then we're going to have the vision board style because I wanted to see which one I like. Okay, so I'm going to go back to chat, and it did finish our page. So who wants to see it? Put a 1 in the chat. If you're ready to see it, put a 1 in the chat. If you are ready to see our first layout for our yearly layout, put a 1 in the chat. Joe Creation says 1. Tired says 1. Carefree says 1. All right. Megan says 1. All right. So this is it, right? This is it. As you can see, it kept the tabs. The coils. It kept the tabs, and this is the yearly layout. And I wanted a note section, so it added the note section there. So this is it, right? So I'm going to do the vision board one, and I'm going to see which one I like better, and then we're going to go from there. Okay, so I'm not going to save that one yet because I don't know which one I'm going to like the best. So I'm going to paste that prompt, right? I'm going to paste that prompt, and I am going to create image. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm checking something out here in the prompt to make sure it registered. Okay, yes, it did. Okay, now I'm going to send the new prompts for my yearly layout. So I'm doing 2 different yearly ones because I just don't know which vibe I want to go with yet. So yes, thank you. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. So I don't know which one I want to go with yet. So that's why you have the luxury of testing. You can do what you want, play with it, run different ones, see what you like, right? Until you get to where you want to be, like where you want to be at. Then once you find the one you want, actually download that one. And then once you download that one, then you'll have it, right? In the final. So I'm not going to download that one. And then the next one we're going to work on is going to be what? June? Yes, June. So we're going to have to do June, July. And once we do one of the monthly, it's going to be easy to do the rest. It's going to be easy because everything is going to stay the same except for we're going to change a few other things. Like we're going to change the month and we're going to change the selection. But after we change the selection to monthly, then the only thing we're going to have to really change is the date. We're going to have to change that out. So yes, and as y'all can see, when I was typing out my custom ones, instead of doing JUL for July, like I did the other ones, I actually typed it out. So I made a mistake there, but I don't care. This is for me, so I'm going to keep it exactly like it is, okay? So that was my fault when I did the cover, but I'm going to keep it like it is because it's still cute. So, and y'all probably would have never knew that unless I would have told you. So this is our second layout for the year. Right, so this is the second one. So this is the vision board style. So it has health and wellness. So what is the vision board for health and wellness? What is it for financial, career. So this is the vision board yearly layout type of style, and it has the notes because I didn't change that. So it has the notes section here. So the layout that I'm going to choose, which this is cool. This is cool. And now I might add this as like an extra page. Actually, now that I'm thinking of it, like one of the interior extra pages, I might add that as that. So I might use both of these actually. Just when I click this, it's going to take me to the yearly calendar. But when I add this in the interior, it'll take me to this page. So I might do that. That's probably what I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to end up saving both of these pages. See how that worked out? I'm going to save both of these pages. I'm going to use this when I click yearly when I click year right here, I'm going to send me to this page when I hyperlink it. And then I think when I click the index, it's going to be one that says yearly vision board. And then when I click that, it will take me to the vision board screen. That's how I think I'm going to lay it out. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and download it so that once we get there, we can upscale it. And let me actually create a folder for this so that we can have all of the images here. So when I get ready to upscale it, I'll have all of my images. So I don't have to go looking around. So I'm going to name this $1 million mindset planner. Oops, hold on. Mindset planner. Okay. And now I'm going to drag that over here. I'm also going to put the cover over there, and then I'm also going to oops, hold on. Didn't mean to do that. I'm also going to add it to my Google Drive here. So let me go, it's under planner pages. Yes, so let me add it to there. Let me see. Okay, open. Okay, so that is uploading. So let's download the other one. All right, let's download the other one. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna move it over and save it to my Google Drive. Okay. That's that one. Okay, that should be added. Let's see, where is it at? Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay, it has been added. So now we're going to go back to the actual Planner Studio, and let's see what do we need to do next. I believe it's June, right? Oops, wrong thing. Get out of that. Let's go back here. Exit out of that one. Thank you for the follows. Did I exit out of the wrong thing? Let me exit out of this. And let me go back to it. Okay, let's pull this back up. Okay, so now we need to do June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, so now we need to do that because we're only going to do this section on this part of the live, and then the next part of the series, which will probably be the next live that I do today, will be this part up here. Okay, this part up here. Okay, so right now we're just doing this part. We're just getting the pages for this part. Okay, so I'm going to continue, and I'm going to start at June. So now we need an actual monthly layout so that we can actually get this. Okay, so I'm going to start at June, and we're going to continue until we get to December, because this is a 6-month planner. This is a 6-month, because I didn't want to start it at January, and then January is already gone, so that's a waste, and I'm actually going to use this planner. So we're going to start it at June. Okay, all right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to keep our selections the same for the most part. We're going to scroll up, we're going to scroll up, and I'm going to move the planner type from yearly because now we're moving to monthly. So I'm going to move it from yearly and I'm going to go to monthly. And then I'm going to change the template type to monthly as well. So what monthly layout do I want? Right? So what monthly layout do I want? So for the monthly layout, I do want a monthly grid with notes, right? That is what I want. So let me see if there's anything else before I continue with that. Let me see. There's also a horizontal monthly grid, but I think I'm going to just go with monthly grid with notes, or I can just do classic monthly grid. Which one do I want to do? I'm going to do with the notes. I'm going to do with the notes. Just in case I want to add any notes or something, I'm going to do with notes. And everything else here, I'm going to keep that the same, keep that the same, keep that the same. Scroll down, keep that the same. Okay, so under layout style, we're not doing yearly no more, right? So I'm going to exit out of yearly. And I'm going to scroll down here under layout style. And I'm going to go up to the top. And I'm going to find monthly layouts. So for the monthly, oops, I done passed it. Hold on. What happened? Let's go back to the top. Let's go back to the top. Okay, so here we are. Monthly layouts. So right here, I'm going to keep it the same. Monthly grid with notes layout, right? Monthly grid with the notes layout. Okay, so I think I'm going to keep everything the same with that. So I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to keep everything else the same. The feminine, the color palette, everything the same because I want it to match, right? And then I'm going to scroll. Keep all of that the same. Okay, so here we are. So we're at the date part. So this is going to be a monthly layout, right? So for a monthly layout, I want to keep it dated. I want to keep it Sunday start. So now we're going to start putting in the months because we're at the monthly layout. So I am going to start putting in the months. So I'm going to put June. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to put June. And now for the sections to include, we have monthly, year, header, and then we have notes, right? So I'm going to keep this the same. For the monthly layout, I'm debating on if I want to do a daily layout as well. That's gonna take a longer time. If I do live with y'all and I do daily and I show y'all how I'm gonna link the daily tabs and all of that, it's gonna take a little longer to do, but that's gonna be more pages. But then the planner would be able to be a monthly planner and a daily planner. So I don't know. I might do that. I don't know. I don't know how many people would be interested in that and seeing that. But that would take a longer process because daily, it's gonna be one for each day, right? So yeah. Okay, so let me see here. I'm gonna do June. I'm gonna do that. I think I'm going to do a water tracker and I'm going to do a habit tracker. I'm actually going to take off. Am I going to take off notes? No, I'm going to leave notes up there. I'm going to leave it. Yeah, I'm going to keep those. I'm going to do those. And I'm going to add washi tape for the months because I do want some washi tape. So I'm going to add washi tape. And for the box style, now I'm going to change this to sharp. I'm going to change it to sharp. And for the divider style, I'm going to keep it at auto. For the writing style, I'm going to put I'm going to do balanced. Okay, and then I'm going to click generate prompt. As you can see, the prompt has been generated. So I'm going to come back to the same chat that we've been in. And I'm going to paste that prompt. Hold on, y'all. I didn't even copy the prompt. I was about to paste the prompt, didn't even copy it. I just realized that. Okay, we're going to copy the prompt first before we paste it, okay? Okay. So we're going to copy the prompt, then paste it. And then we're going to click this little button. We're going to click create image, and we're going to send it. We're going to send it. All right, so now it's working on our June monthly page, right? It's working on our June monthly page. So while it's working on that, I'm going to go ahead and start on the next month. The next month, okay? So we're going to come over here, and I'm going to keep everything the same because we just changed it to monthly. So now everything should be the same, right? Except for the month, because we just changed it to monthly, right? So everything should be the same except for the actual month, okay? So now we're going to keep everything else the same. We're going to scroll down. We're going to scroll, and then we're going to see where it says June. We're going to change that to July. July, okay? And then we're going to keep everything else the same because we're still on the monthly. We're not changing anything. We want everything to match. We want it to be coordinated. We're going to click generate prompt. And as you can see, it has generated the prompt. So now we're going to come back and we're going to copy the prompt, right? We're going to copy it. Now we're not going to send it until we get the first image, but we're going to just paste it so it can be there until it finishes because it's almost finished. As you can see, it says one last tweak. We're going to paste it so we can already have July done once it's already here. And then we're going to click create image. So now we're going to wait on chat and then we can go from there. So now we're going to play the waiting game. All right, guys. So, it just finished. I was just about to talk to y'all until it finished. Ask y'all, do y'all have any questions? But it already finished. But I'm still going to ask. Do y'all have any questions for me? Do y'all have any questions for me? If not, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to show y'all our first month that we got for our first monthly layout. So, yeah. Any questions? Any questions? Hold on, I'm trying to move this. Not right now? Okay. All right. So are y'all ready to see the... Let me go ahead and send the July while we're waiting. Are y'all ready to see the actual June monthly layout? Right? Are y'all ready? Let me go ahead and pull it up here. Joe Creation, she already know. I'm going to say put a 1 in the chat. She already know. She ahead of it. If y'all ready to see her, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all ready to see the monthly layout, put a 1 in the chat. All right. Joe Creation says 1. Kat says 1. April says 1. Okay. Y'all are ready to see it. And let me tell y'all, it looks nice. If I say so myself, I think I like it if I say so myself. So let me go ahead and show y'all. Okay, let me show y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me flip this camera back. Hold on. Okay. So this is her. This is she. Isn't she pretty? We have our monthly dated section, right? We have the notes that I asked for, right? Okay, we have what is the focus for the month. We have that. We have the habit tracker that I asked for, and we have the water tracker that I asked for. And we even have a little quote here. Right? Love it. I do too. And I can't wait to use it because it's going to be for me. I'm making this for me now. Okay. It's going to be functional and it's going to be for me. Okay. I can't wait to use it. Okay. And I'm going to show y'all at the end of this series, once we're finally done, I'm going to show y'all it on my iPad so that y'all can see me use it and y'all can see that it's real. We literally were able to create a digital product from part 1 to part whatever, 1,000, or part A to part Z. Okay. So yeah, thank you for the follow. Okay. So I'm definitely going to save June because June is giving. Okay. And our July should already be done because I already sent it. So I'm going to download June. And I might as well go ahead and download July, and then I'm going to drag them over and add them to the actual, my actual folder so I can have all of my images. So once we're ready to upscale at the end, once we're finished with all of our images, we're ready to upscale, we can do it. And this is July. And don't y'all see how everything is precise? Everything matches. Everything looks great. This is the power of the Altiair Cover Studio and the Altiair Planner Studio together. This is the power of the bundle. Okay. This is the power. This is what you're able to get. Okay. Now, we have July, so let me go ahead and download it. Now we only have August, September, October, November, and December to do. And this should go by pretty quickly because the only thing, since we're on monthly and everything else is monthly for this part of it, all you're doing is changing the actual month and keeping everything else the same. And then you're going to regenerate, get the prompt, put it in, and boom, bang, boom. Okay. So that is that. So now let me go ahead and actually save these to the folder so we'll have it when it's time to upscale. And I'm going to also save it to my Google Drive because, yeah, I like to save it to my Google Drive. So we're going to save it to my Google Drive as well. I'm going to do it one by one because it's acting crazy now. Okay. Now let me add it to my Google Drive. File upload. We're going to upload this one. And then we're going to upload this one. Okay, that should be both of them. Okay, let's see. Now, we did July, right? So now we have to do the next month. So let's do August. So I'm going to keep everything the same. All of our selections that we chose the same, right? And I'm going to just scroll down to where we put in the actual month right here. And as you can see, we have July. So now we need to change it to August. Right? So we're going to do August. Yes, love. Yes, love. So if you want to do print, so what you're going to do, I'm a paper and pen person. LOL. I like paper and pen too, to be honest. I do. But I just wanted something quick that I can have right now because I actually need this right now. But because, you know, if you get it printed, you're going to have to wait for it to come in the mail and all of that, which I honestly probably will do a paperback version as well because I like paper and pen as well. I like both, but paper and pen, I mean, or pencil and paper, you know, I like to write some stuff out sometimes. So yeah, I definitely get that for sure. So what you would do if you wanted to do this for print, right? You're gonna go right here for where we put page size. You're gonna do 8.5 by 11 unless you want to do another size. You can do custom right here. You're gonna do 8.5 by 11. I'm not gonna change that because I want to make sure I keep all of this the same. And then what you're going to do, depending on if you want landscape or not, if you're just doing a single page portrait like I am, you're going to keep it at that. And then for, like you said, for the planner format style, instead of doing hyperlink, you're going to do printable only. So that's what you're going to do. That's going to be pretty much the main differences. Everything else is the same. Okay. Now, if you want to do one for print, you don't want tabs, obviously, right? You just want a single page. You're going to do no tabs. And you're going to just keep that. You're not going to do yes, match cover tabs. You're not going to do that. You're going to keep that at no. So then it's not going to give you that option. And you're going to get a page that looks like this. Because we did this one for a wedding planner for print. And this is what it looks like. So you're going to get something that looks like this. With no tabs, no coils, or whatever. If you want to do it for print. Okay? So yeah, you definitely have that option, love. Let me know if you do it. If you have any questions, just let me know and I got you. Okay. So now let's get back to it. Okay, so we already switched to August. Yeah, we switched to August. So now we just need to generate this prompt. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. I'm going to click generate prompt. Okay, so the prompt has been generated. So now I'm going to copy it. All right, so we're going to copy it. All right. I put what? Okay, what about to do the whole planner? What do you mean, love? I put tabs, right? No, if you're trying to do it for print, you don't need tabs on the page. You want your page to look like this. You want your page to look like this if you're doing print. You don't need tabs. if you're doing print. If you're doing a print planner on like Amazon KDP, you're not gonna need the tabs. Only way you would do tabs if you're doing print is if you're doing something like another thing like Printify or something like that that has tabs, or another place that allows you to print pages that have tabs that you can add tabs separately like that. But if you're going this way, you're gonna do no tabs if you're gonna do print. So it's gonna be like a paperback planner. It's gonna be like a paperback planner with no tabs. You're just gonna open it like a book type of vibes. That's if you're printing with Amazon KDP. Now they do have options out there where you can get planners that have tabs and stuff like that if you would like. But yeah, it's that would be up to you. Right. If you're trying to do print, you don't. If you're trying to do print, you don't even have to put the tabs on the cover if you don't want, unless you want it, unless you just want that visual approach. If you just want that visual appeal, like if you like the way that looks, you can do that. You can do it with the tabs or without. Now you can also, if you're doing print, you can do it without the tabs. Like for instance, let me show you something. Let me go to my digital covers. So if I scroll here, so for instance, like this is one that could be perfect for print. It has no tabs, no coils, no nothing, right? And then let me show you the one we did for the wedding planner, which was the interior pages I just showed you. Did I save that in my Google Drive? I don't think I saved it on my Google Drive. I don't think I saved it. Okay, but here's one. I could just show you this example. See, this one has no tabs, no coils, no nothing. This would be perfect for paperback as well. But you can still do paperback with the coils. I like the spiral planners. Okay, so if you wanted to do the spiral, and you can do that on the front cover if you would like. You can still do that. It's up to you. Like I said, that's totally a up to you type of thing. I like the coils and the tabs and all of that too. It makes it look, to me, it just makes it look better. It looks cuter that way. So I definitely get that. I just tell y'all both options because some people, when they think print, they don't see all of that other stuff. They just see the actual, pages itself. So I just like to go over that. Okay, so let's go back here. I believe I already copied the prompt, but let me check here. I think I did, y'all. I'm going to copy it, but I think I already changed it. I did some talking, so I kind of got sidetracked there, but it's okay. I'm going to just paste it. I hope I changed it. I think I did. And I'm going to click create image. And I'm going to send it. And this should be for August. Hey, Natasha. Welcome in, love. Y'all, let me know if y'all have any questions. Okay. So I'm now going to get this prepared for September because that should be August. So I'm going to put this as September. All right. And I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to generate the prompt. All right. The prompt has been generated and I'm going to copy it. All right. Let's see here. It's still working on the August one. So I'm going to paste that while we're waiting on that. And I'm going to click here. I'm going to click create image. All right. August just finished. So now I'm going to send it. All right. As y'all can see, this is August. Everything looks the same. Only thing that's changing is the date. Okay. The actual month. Okay. Which is what we want. That is exactly what we want. Okay. So I'm going to download it. Okay. I'm going to move it to my folder here. I don't know why these wasn't moved. Okay. Okay, it's no longer. Okay, good. Because I was like, what's going on? Let me refresh. Okay. Now August is added. Everything. So we have the yearly. We have the vision board one that I'm going to add extra. We have June, July, August. Okay. And now we're going to have September. So let me scroll down here. So we have September. All right. Now let's go back and let's do October. Okay, so we're going to keep everything the same. Again, keep everything the same. Just change the month until we get to the next section. So we're going to keep everything the same. Thank you for the follow, love, and change the month. So I believe we're on October. And it just finished our, yeah, I think it just finished our September. Let me check. Let me double check. Yeah, so we're on October. So I'm going to download that in just a second. So October. All right. And I'm going to scroll all the way down and I'm going to click generate prompts. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to copy us the October prompt. And I'm going to come back to chat. I'm going to download the September one. Okay. Sorry, y'all. This is very repetitive, but I'm actually really building out a actual planner for myself. So I do need to do all of these steps. So sorry if y'all just want to see the actual stuff, but this is the best teaching moment for those of you that already have it. But for those of you that might be new here, sorry if it's very repetitive because I'm literally creating this to use for myself. So but right now it done cut off again. Oh my goodness, what in the world? It done cut off again. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Y'all see real time. Y'all see, it's okay, baby. You okay? You okay? You scared? It's okay. Y'all, the lights done cut off from the storm. Up now, it done cut on again. What in the world? It looks like it's about to go. Y'all seeing this? Y'all seeing this? Y'all seeing this in real life? In real life, in the internet. That's what happened. It must have cut off the internet because it's not working. Yeah, it did. Can you check the internet, baby? See if it's cut off. Okay. Okay. In the heat. Y'all. I think this live because y'all back. I'll probably finish the I done lost a whole people. They're like, she having technical difficulties. I'm gold. Who is still in here? I'm gonna have to get off. Cause I said we're having a storm where we're at. Hoping I finish at least all of the months before, but I wasn't able to, unfortunately. So yeah, let me see. Hope it didn't erase all my dang lights. I'm in the chat and I don't sound. That's just crazy. See y'all see this? I don't see none of my chats. Like we just was doing the chat. I don't see none of them. I feel like it's probably because of the storm and it's glitching and everything. But I definitely had a whole bunch of chats, okay? Because honey, your girl uses AI. All right, so I'm about to go ahead and hop off, y'all. If y'all not following me, go ahead and follow me. I'm so sorry that we couldn't finish, but y'all get the point. Because we were able to get to October, so we did the yearly. We did June, we did July, we did August, we did September, and we was about to do October before the storm kind of messed up everything. But it's okay. I should be back on live later on. Hopefully the storm dies down by then. I should be going live later on to finish this top part up here, right? So y'all can go ahead and follow me if y'all not following me already. And I'll see y'all in the next one for this series on creating this digital business planner. All right, guys.